in and then make it as the man-made lake. All right. So we have lake, and also at the same time we can use it as the water treatment. Okay, number two, or what are the effects of excessive homework to school children? Okay, what are the effects? What is another word for effect?
Consequences?
Brilliant.
Can someone tell?
Result.
I have one or two, three people maybe.
Results.
Result about
Yes.
IELTS writing. Yes, Shafiqah.
Outcomes. What happens? Good. Okay. Excessive. What is excessive?
Too much.
Too much.
Too much. Okay. A lot. Abundance.
Massive.
Okay. Massive. Great. Okay. So this is what you need to do. School children. Okay. If you want to be, you want to be safe, right? You can specify what kind of year, what kind of age do you want to
Doing
focus.
well?
Below 7,
What did you do last
below
night?
12. Okay, because you want to say excessive homework to this kind of school children, 7 to 12. What they should do when they are 7, between 7 and 12 years old. All right. So focus on that. That's totally fine, because you want to convince the examiner that my argument is for this school children. Okay, doesn't include high school. No, I just want to focus on 7 to 12 years old. Okay, what should schools do to solve this situation? What should schools do to solve? What is another word for that?
Maybe plans.
Solution.
Huh?
Wait.
What
Solution.
teachers do?
Okay, in what way they can?
The solution. What are the
Yes.
solutions?
Solution.
Yes, what they can have, what they can provide, what they can offer, okay, what they can change. Yes. Okay, look at the last one. Not necessarily you have to discuss both aspects equally. Okay, doesn't mean that two paragraphs. Sometimes it can be 2 paragraphs, 1 paragraph. Okay, but you must mention both. Okay. All right. The next one is yes.
What about like we change the schools to study institution? Can or not? Like want to change the school? Can. All right.
Yes. All right. We don't say a study institution. We can say learning institution. Okay. Yes. So that you also can replace schools with teachers. Okay. Teachers, management. That is totally fine. All right. Yes. That is good. Okay, that is good that now you can see. Okay, now you have understood the concept of paraphrasing. Okay, because why? I'm afraid if you, I mean, like, I think if you are doing it right, you can get higher score. Okay, all right. The next one is discuss both views and give your opinion. Okay, this can be slightly tricky. Okay, first is actually what other people think about the issue. Some people believe online learning is convenient, while others think it is bad for communication skills. Okay, one is convenient, okay, one is bad, okay. So there are two different views here. So body paragraph 1, people think it is convenience because why? Maybe because what is it? Safe, okay. It's everyone can what is it? Everyone can learn from home, right? It doesn't mean like you don't, or is it you don't have to travel, okay? Because like in my other courses, right? I think we are doing online class since March 2020. I had students, they are still in China, they are still in Libya, they are still in Iraq, okay? So they didn't have to come to Malaysia, but they still join our class, okay? So I think that is convenient, correct? You don't have to, you don't have to travel, you don't have to spend a lot of money.
Control expenses, yes.
Yes, so that is why I say it's convenient, right? Body paragraph 2, Some other people, parents and students, think it makes people lose the opportunity to communicate in real life situation. Okay. Okay, I think I think I don't want to confuse you. Wait. For example, here, because of the let me see, from schools. Um, mm, no. People think it is convenient because okay. The reason here because I don't want you to get confused with the body paragraph 3. Okay. Here I try to make it more specific. Okay. Delete what I have said. Okay. For example, body paragraph 1, people think it is convenient because they can use technology and smart devices in learning. Okay, it is so cool. You have laptop, you have screens, right? Even now, young children use iPads, okay, to learn. While I was 27 when I first touched iPad. Can you see the comparison? Right? All right. Only when I was 27, I touched iPad. Remember, I touched, I used, but I didn't own. It's not my iPad, it's someone else's iPad. And until now, I haven't had iPads. However, small children now had iPad. They learn using iPads, right? And computer screens or something like that. So yes, people think it's convenient, right? Because they can use technology and smart devices. Good, okay. Body paragraph 2, some other people, such as parents and students, think it makes people lose the opportunity to communicate in real life situation. Okay, where they are not able to practice speaking, they are not able to talk to their partner, all right, cannot engage in discussion because it's totally different when you sit in a group face to face while you also discuss on WhatsApp group, okay, it's different. So body paragraph 3 is your opinion, okay, your opinion. So body paragraph 3, I say, I think, look, why I use I here?
Because our opinion.
Like on experience.
Yes.
It's your personal opinion.
Yes. So in body paragraph 3, it is allowed, not only allowed, recommended, okay, to use I, or from my point of view, in my opinion, that is totally fine. You can use either one. There's a few. From my point of view, in my perspective, in my opinion, or I think, okay, online learning allows more people from distance area to benefit from the online classes. This is the reason why I changed just now, because I don't want to see the same one. Okay, even though the tricky part for this kind of question is body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2 is essentially also your idea. Yes or no? You also have to think. You also have to think about these people.
Yes, madam.
But we try to we try to play with the words, okay, manipulate the words. Instead of I use people. Okay, you can also, if you don't want to use this, right, you can also use this. However, parents and students think it makes them lose the opportunity to communicate in real life situation. Also fine. Okay, right. It's just that you must remember you cannot repeat. For example, give your opinion, right? You cannot use again view number 1 and view number 2. No. Okay. You need to you need to use another opinion. Okay. All right. So grammar, you can use this one. In my opinion, from my point of view, in Mars perspective, I personally believe that is totally fine. You can use either one. Okay. How to get highest score? Okay, make sure you know many information about this kind of topic. Okay, are advertising, marketing, consumerism, cities architecture. Make sure you have like how to say. Make sure you link. Okay, make sure you link all the related words for that. I don't think you have wait, okay. All right. Right. If you can see me, I'm showing you on the camera. Okay. Check your English vocabulary for IELTS. You can find it on internet too. Okay. You can find the PDF version of that. It's a very good because it has topic specific vocabulary. Okay. I will type the name of the. I will type the name of the what is it, the book. Okay, you can just download it or whatever that you want to do. Okay, check your all right, this one. Okay, it's a red is the red color. Okay, here in this book you have topic specific vocabulary where what I mean, why is it useful for this one? Okay, for example, you don't know much about crime. Okay, you don't know much about crime and crime and the law. Okay, you don't have many vocabularies about that, so you are afraid like what if that you get that question, right? So you can just click there. Okay, if it's a PDF form, you can just click crime and the law, and then there's some words related to that and some sentences how to use the words. So that is very, how is it, it's quite helpful for you, for those who wants to improve English, who wants to improve vocabulary. So it depends. All right. So okay, the reason why it's quite important because you have like many there are many topics actually. There are many topics. Sometimes it can be like quite uncommon. Okay, all right. How to get higher score? First, you need to underline keywords in the question. Find synonym reference to the question. You did that just now, which is good. Fantastic. Write the most important idea first. This is another one. The most relevant idea should be discussed first. Okay. And usually there are more sentences, which is totally fine. Okay. Which means you, for example, you have 3 ideas, right? 3 main points. It doesn't matter that you need to talk about all 3 ideas equally. Sometimes you don't have much ideas, much explanation for others. That is also okay. When I say here, I give you example. What are the advantages of online learning? Okay, what are the advantages of online learning? Okay, can someone tell me?
Student can engage with technology.
Student can
Engage with the technology like using laptop device.
okay.
Freedom,
Anyone
save
else?
times.
Save
Save times.
time.
It's more
Okay, anything?
convenient.
Not the freedom.
Use technology, freedom, save time. Okay, anything else?
Convenient.
Mobile.
Less expensive.
Mobile.
Saving the travel cost.
Less cost or something like that. Less expensive.
Okay, I want to ask you, okay? Okay, out of this, right, which one is the most important reason?
Convenience.
Freedom.
Less cost.
Convenient,
Convenient.
Convenience.
Convenient.
save time.
Okay, maybe I should change topic lah. I should change topic. Wait,
I think less cost, madam.
uh,
Well,
maybe.
if people don't have internet or all the thing,
Yeah.
that's
They-
we consider that.
Okay,
That one
okay,
is
alright.
disadvantage.
Okay, kejap ya. Wait. Okay. Wait, I change lah.
I think it has more disadvantages, madam.
Yeah.
I think it has more disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Disadvantage.
The advantage is maybe freedom.
So that you can sleep, right? While attending lecture.
Yeah, I can lie
How
down
do you
and everything.
What are the advantages
I'm half
of
asleep now, madam. To be honest.
Yeah.
what
Not
are
a
the
good experience with
advantages
online
of
classes, madam.
freedom to to a country? Okay. I think this is a clearer. Okay, tell me, what are the advantages of tourism to a country?
Gain new knowledge.
Tourism.
Oh,
Huh?
tourism.
Okay, gain new knowledge. Okay, never mind. Thank you. Okay, anyone else?
Economy.
Yeah.
Improve economy, yeah.
Okay.
Create more job opportunities.
No.
Okay. And okay, give me one or two more. That is here, I think.
Mm. Culture.
Promote
Okay.
our culture and diversity.
Okay. Oh. Goosebumps, man. Culture and diversity. Diversity, right? You said.
Yeah.
Okay, promote culture and
Yes.
diversity. Okay. All right, good. Okay, it's enough. Okay, I don't want to trouble myself. Okay. When I say that, remember this one. Write the most important idea first. Okay, the most relevant idea should be discussed first, which means in the first body paragraph. Okay. Out of this one, okay, gain new knowledge, help economy, create more job opportunities, promote culture and diversity. Which one is the most important? When I say the most, one.
Great. Help to grow economy.
Economy.
Help economy.
Help
Economy. Help to grow economy is about.
Easy, right? Okay. See, we have the help economy. Okay, number two. After help economy,
Promote culture
Job
and diversity.
opportunities.
Create more job opportunities.
Job opportunity.
yes. Okay. After that,
Promotes culture and diversity.
Cultures.
Culture and diversity.
Promote culture.
okay. All right. Good. Now I change to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is what I mean. Okay. So you want the first one that the first one is so clear. Okay. Help economy. For example, like hotel, restaurants, right? People using tolls, roads, petrol. It's all related to tourism. Where people moving in. Okay. And improve transportations. Okay. So it's help economy. Okay. There are so many there's so money being rolled up within the country. Okay. Number two, okay, because of this, all right, it creates more job opportunities. The second paragraph, right? So it's okay, right? And then, all right, promote culture, okay, which was not very much, but yes, it happens, right? Body paragraph number three, okay? So number four, gain new knowledge. It's fine lah. I don't want to focus much, but if you can explain that, or you can learn another skills, for example, like language, right? You go to Kedah, you listen to how people in Kedah speak. There is another knowledge, correct? Okay, and then you go to Terengganu, you try to do what? You try to you go to the island and then you learn how to dive, for example. Okay, so there is another knowledge. So it's fine, okay, but it's not very important. That's not the main one. The main one is to generate income, to help economy. So do that one first. Okay, the most important one should be talk first. Similar to agree and disagree. If you agree and disagree, you have more argument about disagree. You talk about disagree first. Okay. You say, I disagree. What is it? Only men should be allowed to drive in big cities. However, in some cities where it doesn't have proper something like that, okay. Okay, so paragraphing between 4 and 6 paragraph, 250 to 300 words, okay. If you aim for more than band 6, minimum 260 words, okay. Please write further, 280, 277, 290. So please practice. Tonight, do not call your boyfriend and girlfriend for an hour. Do the practice. Okay, you want band 6. I don't want band 6. I don't need band 6. You do. Okay? So please, please spend time, all right? Try practice. Put on your phone, all right? Even I time yourself. Okay, sorry, even I time myself. Even I time myself for this. Okay, so you should do too. Okay, so you can see like how long you can. How long you can write in 20 minutes? How long you can write in 40 minutes? Okay, so how to structure your paragraph? Okay, in each paragraph there should be topic sentence. Okay. In this one, I'm helping those who love to write as he or she wishes. Okay. So in each paragraph, there should be topic sentence, main idea. Okay, what you want to talk about, and after that, followed by supporting details, which means the explanation, example. Okay. Use your country or experience. Okay. You see see how your country how the country deals with water pollution, for example, how they deal with air pollution, how the education system in your country deal with online learning, something like that. Okay. Use cohesive device and linking words, for example, to illustrate. In addition, okay, how to use linking words properly? If it is something that supports, okay, positive, you can use besides, okay, you can use moreover, okay, you can use in addition. Okay, if it is something totally different, another, okay, opposite, okay, use what? In contrast, on the contrary, however, on the other hand. You don't used to use all 4 this, okay, just use one. Okay, so IELTS topic for school children, their teachers have more influence on their intelligence and social development than their parents. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Tell me. Agree or disagree?
Agree, of course.
Okay.
It's more to agree.
More to agree. Okay. In terms of encouraging the intellectual development and stimulating the intelligence of school children, I believe that teachers play the major role. Okay. While not all teachers can inspire their students, they are trained to impart their knowledge of their subject areas in challenging and imaginative ways. See, the blue one is the main idea. Okay. This is what?
Supporting details.
Supporting details. Explanation. Sorry, this is explanation. All of this is This is supporting details. Okay. However, the purple one is actually the
Explanation.
explanation. Okay. For example, some students owe their lifelong love of a subject to dedicated teachers who taught this discipline in secondary school. You can also talk further about your own experience. Okay, you can add there. For example, when I was 7, I really loved mathematics because of my teacher. Right, the way she taught me and the way she talked and described makes me love mathematics and love to count, for example. Okay, so you can add that. It's totally fine. Okay, right. And this is another explanation, right? Okay, so that is how you should construct your paragraph. Okay, this one, I mean each paragraph, each, which means you have 3 or 4 paragraphs all together. To get band 6, make sure you have at least 5 paragraphs. 5. First, introduction. Okay, introduction is actually where you create your general knowledge. Okay, background knowledge. All right, and then body paragraph 1, idea number 1, body paragraph 2, idea number 2, body paragraph 3, idea number 3, and last one is
Conclusion.
Conclusion.
First
Conclusion.
two, you
Summary.
must have conclusion. Okay, if you don't have conclusion, if you don't have enough time to write conclusion, it will affect your task achievement and coherence and cohesion. See how important conclusion is. Okay,
Madam, I have a question, madam.
all right, what is it?
Is it okay if I added more main points for the task 2?
What do we add more main points? More
I mean,
explanation.
I have 4 main points, or
Yes.
okay, is it okay?
Yes.
Another question, madam.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm used to the US language, so
You are spelling.
yeah, spelling. Is it does it affect
No. All right, it's
if
all
I wrote
accepted.
if I wrote realizing or realizing with Z and S?
Okay, no problem. Okay, the thing is, okay, it's about consistency. Okay, it's all about consistency. If you are using US spelling, okay, just use US spelling throughout the essay. If you are comfortable using British English spelling, then use only British English spelling. It cannot be mixed up.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
This one
Understand.
is actually similar to listening to. Okay, similar to listening. If you are doing, if you're using American, all American. Using British, all British. Okay.
Okay.
But you are not being penalized. Yeah.
Madam, in the intro, do I have to state that I agree or disagree, or just write in the topic?
Yes, you can. All right, you can at the end of the introduction. Okay, which is
Okay.
good. Okay, which is good. Okay, introduction. Okay, how to write introduction? I'm not sure whether is it in the. Okay, all right. In introduction, okay, you need to describe the background knowledge. Okay, for example, what should we talk about like this? What kind of introduction do we have for this topic? For school children, their teachers have more influence on their intelligence and social development than their parents. Okay. What should we talk about in the introduction?
General knowledge.
Such as?
Depends on the topic.
That depends on the topic.
Of course, depends on the topic, but this topic?
Intelligence and social development.
What do you want to talk?
Their intelligence and social development.
Just tell to increase the student
Yeah,
influence.
talk about the
influence
school
of the
children.
teacher toward the student in the school.
Talk about the student relationship with the teachers.
Okay. Okay. All right. So for example, this is our This is our our topic, correct? Okay. So what you can talk is when it comes to the introduction is okay,
Madam,
how
can I compare the parents and the teacher
do you
in
want to
the
compare?
interview?
One is pretty,
Uh,
one is not pretty.
no, the relationship
Okay,
between
how?
the children.
Yes. Okay, background knowledge, for example. Okay, how long do we spend? How long do we spend time at school?
Morning 9 to 5.
6
No,
hours.
10 to 5.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so for example, we have, okay, how long do children spend at time to school? Okay, and then you can say them why children go to school.
Mm.
Okay, why children go to school? But you don't have to describe in details. All right, you just want to what is it? To introduce. Okay, you want to in Malay we call it pembuka bicara. you just want to you just want to make it you okay, good. It's actually to attract people. Okay, to attract people to read your essay. All right, and you have to do it well. So you have to describe first. Okay, you want to focus on school children. So you can say all children over the world, all right, spend at least 6 to 7 hours a day at school. All right, and they start going to school for how long? Since when? Or since what year?
Mm.
Since what year?
5.
Okay. Okay, all right. So you can say that it is age. Okay, age. All right. Children go to school since 6 years old. All right. So during when they are 6 years old, right? Six. Okay, and then they spend years. Okay, how long do children spend? Like 6 to 7 hours. Okay, 6 to 7 hours. Okay, for how many years?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes, for the next 12 years, okay, of life. Okay, for the next 12 years of life, they spend at school. So, and why children go to school? Because they,
Learn.
right, to learn something, okay, to learn some skills, right, some skills and content. Okay, you don't have to describe in details, and remember, because you have to keep some ideas for your body paragraph. But again, it's just to introduce. Okay, you just want to attract the reader to read. So you can just say, okay, most children over the world started going to school when they are 6 years old, and they spend at least 12 years, okay, of their life there. They go to school to communicate, okay, to learn basic skills, right? Basic numeracy skills, such as basic numeracy skills and some subjects. That's it. All right. So looking at the question again, you say, I personally agree that, or I strongly agree that teachers have more influence on their intelligence and social development than their parents. Okay. All right. That is for those who agree only. If you agree and disagree, you can say that two paragraphs you agree teachers are important or teachers have more influence. However, you believe that parents also play a role to to develop their social development. Okay, where you introduce them values, where you introduce them with good behavior, right? You monitor their behavior. So yes, so maybe you can spend two paragraphs about you agree, the second paragraph that you disagree. You say parents is also important. Okay, for those of you who think that no, I totally disagree. You think parents have more influence on their intelligence because learning starts from home. Okay,
Yep.
they spend the first 6 years with their parents. Okay, and they spend more time. If they spend 6 to 7 hours at school, they spend the rest 14 hours or 15 hours, okay, with their parents. Okay, so you can have that. All right, you can believe that parents transfer the knowledge, all right, transfer the knowledge, teach them some basic skills such as how to take bath, how to wear clothes, and some basic skills, some basic numeracy skills, how to read, how to, how to count, something like that. So that is also fine, okay? They, again, for task 2, they don't really look at your general knowledge actually, okay? They look at your language. However, it's something like this. You use the general knowledge to express your language. Okay? They evaluate your language by looking at your ideas, something like that. Okay? All right. So it's, either way is fine. Okay. All right. So this is, okay. Word building. If for those of you who wants to improve your language, your vocabulary, lexical resource, it's very important you understand word formation and also word building. Okay. We also can we call it as collocation. Collocation is actually where two words comes together and make something else. And for example, public transport. If you put public only, transport only, one has different meaning, right? Public means for people. However, when we say public transport, it carries one meaning. Then you think of train, bus, aeroplane, taxi, right? So that is That is the example of collocations. Okay. All right. Word awareness. Word awareness, word formation, morphology. Like this. Make sure you know how to change biology. Biological, one is noun. This is adjective. This one is also noun but refer to people. Okay, those who work in this subject. We have creation, we have creative, we have creator, we have create. Synonyms. Don't only use the word car. You can replace it with the word vehicle. All right. Don't always use the word public transport. You also can use with train, buses. Go specific, right? Instead of using obviously, you can also use clearly, something like that. Okay. Right, this one. Okay. Okay. Synonym words for IELTS. Okay. If you look at, there are few words, correct? Okay. What you need to do here is you don't have to use all right? But for example, I choose the word real. Okay. Real. Do not only use the word real. You can use the word genuine. Higher mark. Okay. Do not only use the word huge. You also can use the word vast. Okay. Don't only use the word explain. Use the word clarify. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't mean that you have to change everything. No. But it's good that you it's good that you mix up. That's what we call wider range. Wider. Okay. Range. So yes, do this one. Okay. If you go to this website, IELTSpodcast.com, okay, you can see there are a few topics there. It's similar to the one that I showed you, the book, but this one is more, more interesting. Okay. You can just pick, okay, vocabulary about travel. Then you can see this. This is the example, right? So if you don't know much about some topics, you just click, go and find that and click that one. Then you can see this. Okay, right. Grammatical range. Okay. Mix of simple and complex sentences. Okay. Okay. If you look here, this example, these are all simple sentences. Okay. There is another word for word. Museum and historical sites can change the approach to presenting information on history. For example, museum could use high-tech methods such as multimedia to make exhibitions more attractive. For historical sites, the context could be told in an engaging way that is relevant to the lives of the locals. So all of these simple sentences. Okay. But in order for you to get band 6 and above, you must have mix of simple and complex sentences. Look at how it use this. Another way forward is for museums and historical sites to change the approach to presenting information on history. For example, museums could use high-tech methods such as multimedia to make exhibitions more attractive, whereas the context of historical site could be told in an English way that is relevant to the lives of the locals. Just put whereas, then it becomes a complex sentence. What I say here, two simple sentences combine, put some linking words there, then it becomes complex sentence.
Wow.
Do you understand? You don't have to use complex sentence all the time. It's fine you use simple sentence. For me, it's better to be safe. But if you are aim for band 6 and above, you have to put complex sentence. Okay? You also can use active and passive, such as like the government has built a lot of schools to poor children. For example, you can say many schools are being built for poor children. You get grammatical, you take grammatical range and accuracy, okay? Which means it's not one type of sentence only. You want to show that you know different ways to express things, okay? Like this, active, passive, passive to active. Many people believe that government should improve the infrastructure of all major cities. Here I change to, it is thought that the government should improve the infrastructure of all major cities. This one is active sentence, okay? Active voice, where we know the subject, people, okay? People who said that. But this one, we don't know who said that, right? So this is active. So sometimes you use active, sometimes you use passive, you can get higher band. Okay. Use comparison. The current state of our world today is more connected than a century ago where there was a Spanish flu which killed millions of people, similar to the pandemic we are facing now. See, use this one, brilliant. Okay, what did you notice? It's only one sentence. Okay, look at this one. You start your sentence with something different. Imagine the world without the internet. So you want the reader to imagine there will be many problems caused by this condition affecting banking sector, manufacturing, and even education, where everyone has turned to online class. Okay, so there's a different ways to write sentences. Okay, accuracy. You need to produce frequent error-free sentences, perfect tense, no spelling mistake, correct punctuation. Look here, for example, when children studies outside the classroom, they can learn through playing. Why is it wrong? Because of this. Children, plural. Children is plural. One is child. So, more, and the next one is more and more students are chose to study abroad because they want to getting internationally recognized qualification. See, if you make this kind of mistake, it's very high unlikely you get band 6 and above. Because why? Here you are confused between tense, okay? You cannot say are chose, wrong, choose, okay? Study abroad, wrong spelling, okay? And this one, after to, because they want to, you cannot put ing. Okay, right. All right, okay. Tenses, okay. Present simple is are, or like this, creates, develop. This one is for singular, this one for plural, okay? Present continuous is actually is and are plus ing, like this one, are moving, are buying, is discussing, okay? Many parents are preparing their children for the new school term, okay? This is something that happens now, okay? Happens at the moment, so present continuous. All right, present perfect, not yet finished, okay? Has, have, okay, has for singular, have for plural, okay, and then you must put verb plus ed, or we call it past participle, such as have started, has developed, has taught. Look here, since June 2020, the government has given financial aid to those affected by the pandemic. Okay, this one has given. This is present perfect. Past simple, used letter, cook homemade meals, played outside. Okay, this one all ed. Okay, past perfect happened in the past prior to another verb. We must, okay, past perfect is actually when two things happen. All right, one happened first. such as I had eaten my breakfast before I started my class. Which one happened first? Eat or start?
Eat.
Eat. So because these two verbs, okay, these two activities, these two actions happened in the past, completed. So you use past perfect. Okay, I had eaten my breakfast before I started my class. For example, scientists had found, okay, the vaccination before the pandemic happened. For example, okay, something that happened earlier. Okay, one thing. Okay. Okay. This one past continuous tense. It happened in the past, but it was continuous. For example, this one, I was cooking when my mother called me. Okay. Or the number of cases was increasing rapidly when government and all the authority bodies discussed the strategic plan. Okay, this one happened in the past. This one also happened in the past, right? But this one happens, okay, happening when this one discussed. Okay. All right, vocabulary. Okay, this is something that you can use. Okay, look at this one. Look at this question. Some people think that wild animals should not be kept in zoos. Okay, I have 2 minutes left. Others believe that there are good reasons for having zoos. Look at this sample. Last month, I went to the Dublin Zoo with my best friend Jack and his families. I cannot remember when was the last time I went to the zoo and see the animals. Anyway, it is a long time ago. We arrived at the zoo around 11 and okay, can you do like this?
Can.
Okay.
Huh?
They explain
No.
too much of explanation.
How about task achievement?
It doesn't answer the question.
Yeah. Okay. There is no answer. There is no. You didn't answer the questions. All right. So it's wrong. Okay. In many countries today, insufficient respect is shown to older people. What do you think may be the reasons for this? Okay, reasons. What problems might this cause in society? Look at this one. In many countries are facing of this problem because many people are responsible everything in their lives. For example, one person has many roles in society such as parents, boss, and teacher, etc. This reason makes someone who forget older people. Some countries, many older people live alone, which the government has not pension and facilities for them. In my country, this is the problem because older population are increasing every year. They don't have a house for living, don't have money, and children and cousins don't take care of them. The government must be help them by providing many houses, which this case invests a lot of money to making this project. What is wrong with this essay?
Grammar.
No supporting details, madam? Explanation.
What is the reason?
No paragraph.
What is the reason?
Simple sentence.
Forget and respect.
Huh?
You didn't explain the topic.
Task achievement. What task achievement?
Did you answer the question?
Correct. I couldn't find.
That forget,
The-
madam. Someone who forget all
where?
the people.
What?
I mean, this reason makes someone who forget elder people.
This reason makes someone who forget other people. Okay. So what reason?
Sorry?
This reason. Okay. This refer to which one?
The previous sentence.
This
has
one.
many roles. Yep. Has many
One
roles.
person has many roles in society, such as parents, boss, and teacher. Yeah. Okay, this is what we call overgeneralization. Okay, you can see in the writing descriptors overgeneralization, which means you choose one situation and then you think this is the reason. Okay, if you do that, okay, it's very unlikely you get band 6. Okay.
Oh.
And if you look at this sample answer, right, it is unclear, all right, what this person wants to say regarding the reason. Okay. There is no, okay, when I say reasons, it's better you can just like this. The first reason is that is better. Okay. In many countries today, insufficient respect is shown to older people. Why do you think maybe the reason for this one? It can be like the age gap. Okay. The first reason is the huge age gap. Okay. There is no communication, okay, between young generation with older people. Why? Because they don't see each other frequently. All right. Young generation stay with their parents in the big cities, while older people mostly live in the rural areas. Okay. So because of the huge gap, okay, so you must be clear. When I say main ideas or main points or whatever that you call it, it should be clear in the first sentence. It should be clear in the first sentence why this thing happens. Okay. All right. Next one. Okay, children who are brought up in families that do not have large amounts of money are better prepared to deal with the problems of adult life than children brought up by wealthy parents. Look, children do not have large amounts of money. We can say poor, correct? Better prepared, which means better than, better when adults. Adult, not when they are still children, when they are adult. Then who? Then children brought up by wealthy parents, rich family. Look at this one. Children of poor parents are prematurely exposed to the problems of adult life, learning to survive on a low family income and sacrificing luxuries for essential items. These children begin to see the realities of life in their home or social environment. Their parents' own struggles serve as an example to them. Very clear, right? How do I know? Because this learning to survive on this one, okay? And then these children are taught necessary skills for survival as an adult. Always connect with adult. From a very early age, many children work in the weekends or holidays to either collect some pocket money or even contribute to the family's income. A good example is many children who accompany their parents to sell produce at the market. They are making a direct contribution to their families in terms of labor or income. This type of essay deserves band 8. This one, band 5. Okay? This one, worse. All right, okay. Because this is another one. In the last 20 years, there have been significant developments in the field of information technology, IT, for example, the World Wide Web and communication by email. However, these developments in IT are likely to have more negative effects than positive in the future. See, these developments in IT likely to have more negative effects. So if you agree or you disagree, you need to look at this one. Okay, don't look at the IT. Many students, okay, there's a possibility they agree with IT and online thing. Okay, while actually you agree or not with this one. Negative effect. Is it yes, negative effect, or is it no? Okay, all right. So, okay, this one is going to be, you can just read on your own. Okay, this is a good one. Okay. So final tips, read the questions carefully, stay on the topic, okay? Plan. Okay? Up to 5 minutes or maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Write main ideas and keywords, okay? Okay, you need to plan, so think of some of ideas there. So make sure you sound like an academic. Avoid using overtly passionate language. Passionate language is like, I sincerely, okay, and very flourish. No, you are not writing a letter to your boyfriend, to your girlfriend, okay? Write in few paragraphs, cohesiveness, okay? Write 30 minutes, okay? At least you need to practice to write in 30 minutes, 250 words. Use different words, don't repeat. Because once you repeat, it's going to be a problem, okay? and write a conclusion. Okay, check whether it is more than 250 words. Very quickly you check, you count. Okay, right. Because for example, you 242, please write something so that it reach 250 words. All right, and then check your writing for another 5 minutes or less. Okay, all right. And here is another one. All right. Make sure it is okay. But one thing, last one is actually don't memorize a model answer. Don't memorize. I really hate it. And if you memorize, people will know. The examiner will know. You don't. Okay. All right. Do you have any questions? Okay. Do you have any questions?
Hello, madam.
Yes.
When we were writing the essay, normally they say 200 words. So is it advisable to write more than 200 or exactly 200? 250.
Sorry?
When you are writing essay, they usually say 250 words.
Yeah.
So is it advisable to write more than 250 words or exactly 250?
Okay, great. I recommend that you go slightly beyond that. Okay, 270, which means you add another 2 or 3 sentences after that. That will be good. Because why? I'm afraid that you have the tendency to repeat the questions. So I don't want that. Okay. So you write 260 words or 270 words. That it should be okay. Similar to task 1. Okay. Go slightly above that. 155, 160, that will be good. For task 1, don't go up to 180, 199. Seriously, you don't have time, okay? But maybe for task 2, you can, all right? I think if you are doing a lot of practices, right, you can actually write to a 300.
Miss,
Yes.
I have a question about the political sensitive thing. What type of political that we shouldn't touch about?
No, actually, there will be no there will be no questions about why Trump should not be the next president or why Trump should something like that. Nothing about that. There's nothing about politics. There's nothing about war, death, sexuality, religion. No, nothing. So you don't have to worry like what kind of thing that we should not talk about. What?
Madam, the intro, do I have to paraphrase or just if I agree, do I have to paraphrase?
Yes. You have to rephrase. Replace the words. Do not use the same word. But you don't have to change everything. Okay. For example, there are 10 words that you can change, right? Or there are 10 words. Just change 3 or 4. That should be enough. That should be okay. All right. You don't have to change everything. No. Change some. Okay. Anything else? Good. Okay. Anything else?
Nothing, madam. Everything okay.
Really? Okay. Are you sure you no more questions?
No, about the US and British, and that's it. I'll just pray to God that I'll succeed. Inshallah.
Okay. All right. So if you don't have any questions, I will give you another 5 minutes break, okay? Before we start with speaking, okay? So that I will have time to prepare my slide, okay? So 5 minutes, you can go and place order for your food or you can go for your toilet break, okay? All right. See you in 5 minutes.
Okay, madam.